Hello everybody, my name is Zoe Rebekah. Welcome back to my channel. And today's video is gonna be a Q&A all about my personal life. It's gonna be all about like love and relationships, firsts or lack thereof, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, let's not make this intro long and awkward and let's just get right into it. But hi, I'm Zoe. I'm an awkward little shit. I have severe social anxiety and lots of problems. So if you don't know me right now, you're probably like, okay, this girl's like a freaking psycho. Yeah, you're right. I'm feeling a little off today, but I just wanted to kind of, I guess you guys know how open I am. I'm so open and I'm so honest and raw, but I never have really talked about love, relationships, feelings, any of that kind of stuff. So I was like, all right, I'll just do a Q&A, because I wanted to do a Q&A anyway, and I have lots of other questions that people have asked me, but I wanted to be more like focused and not like all over the place. So this is just going to be about that kind of stuff. So yeah, so the first thing is, let's just cover the basics. My sexuality. I don't think I've ever directly said it out loud, but I am heterosexual. I have nothing but love and respect for the LGBT community. I know people who are a part of it. Nothing but love and respect for them. I'm just not a part of it. Yeah, I'm attracted to the male sex. Firsts, as in first time I was asked out, first time I had my first kiss, first time I've been on a date, first boyfriend. Let me just say all together, none of those have happened. Sorry to kind of build the anticipation and then just like, yeah, I've never been asked out. I've never been on a date. I've never had a boyfriend. I have never had a first kiss. I have never had sex. I haven't experienced any of those milestones, and yeah. Why, you may ask? Because nobody likes me. At least that's what it feels like. I know that a lot of people will be like, oh yeah, people probably like you, just don't know it. Maybe that is true. I just doubt it. Probably just because I have such low self-esteem. I'm sure a lot of people think this, but you're so hard on yourself that like you assume that no one else likes you, but there could be, even if it's not romantic, if it's like, this person doesn't like me, this person doesn't want to talk to me or be my friend, maybe they do. You just are so distorted that maybe it's all in your head, and that can be really hard to fathom. It's hard for me to fathom, but it's kind of like, you know, the irrational side of your mind and the rational side of your mind. The irrational side is telling you that nobody likes you because you don't like yourself, and then the rational part is trying to tell you that maybe some people don't like you. Obviously, I don't think any one person is liked by everybody, but a lot of it could be in your head, and that can be really hard to fathom, but it could be true. But as of right now, I assume that nobody likes me, and it's partly because I am very socially awkward and anxious. I mean, I'm not like super badly socially awkward. I just have really bad social anxiety, and I don't ever put myself out there. I also I use self-deprecating humor a lot, but I think I look a lot younger than I am. A lot of people think I'm a lot younger than I am when I'm not, just because I'm underdeveloped. But I'll be 16 in 3 months, in less than 3 months. So yeah, some people might say it's been kind of late, because I'm a late bloomer in all aspects. You guys know I didn't have my period till I was like 15, and I'm not even gonna get into my whole period thing with my eating disorder. But I don't have any boobs. My body's underdeveloped, partly because of an eating disorder. But in general, I'm a pretty just underdeveloped person. Intellectually, I like to think that I'm pretty developed, but physically, and I'm very short. I'm 4'11". I'm just a really small person, and you know, I assume that people my age, guys my age, are probably more attracted to more developed females. Obviously, everybody has their own specific what they look for in a partner, but I don't know, that's just kind of like a vibe that I get, you know. And how I feel about my abstinence in all aspects, yeah, it's really sad. It really, like, I know that like everybody I've talked to about it's been like, wait, okay, it's okay. And like, you know, like there's different parts of me, because you guys know I always have so many conflicting feelings because I think about things in so many different ways and perspectives, but like, which I think is a good thing, but it can also be really overwhelming and like over analyzing everything. So like one part of me is like, it's okay. It is you only get your first time with any of these once, because there's only one first, and you want to make that count, and you want to make it so that it's, you try to make it as special as you can. I obviously have no experience, so I have no idea what it's like, but yeah, I'm okay with saving it for somebody who I think I actually have a connection with and I actually respect, and they respect me and understand me, and they meet all of my standards. I mean, not all of them, because my standards are way too high, which is another part of the reason, is because with any sort of relationships, friends, family, romantic relationships, I set my standards way too unrealistically high, that I'm working on trying to lower those. And it's just, I've only liked one person one time in my entire life, and it was in 3rd grade, and he turned out to be gay. Fun fact for you. But yeah, I've only liked one person one time in 3rd grade, and for a while I was like, are you asexual? I was so confused, because I was like, I want to like somebody, but like, I don't like anybody. And then I realized now that I have more, like, I've developed a little bit more. I am attracted to guys. I don't have a crush on a guy or like any specific guys, but there are definitely guys I'm like, I find attractive, I find cute, but you know, I don't have a crush on a guy, but I do consider certain guys attractive, if that makes sense. There's a difference. And then I realized the reason I wasn't liking anybody was just because I was so self-loathing, and I was so just pessimistic about everything. And it wasn't because of my sexuality, or the fact that I mean, part of the reason is also because my school doesn't have the best options. But it was partly because it's hard to, like, this is so cliche, but it's so true. It's so hard to love other people when you don't love yourself. So that was a large part of the reason why, and I still don't like myself, so it's still kind of hard, but I'm getting better, I think. But so yeah, so a part of me is like, it's okay, Zoe, it's okay, you'll get there, make it special, you only get it once, and you want to make sure that you're mature enough to handle it. But the other side of me is like, I'm feeling so left out. Like, yeah, it's sad, because I don't think anyone else I know at like my age at my school hasn't had their first kiss yet, or like hadn't been on a date, or even been asked out. So it's sad. Like, my 13-year-old brother's had everything other than sex. My brother's never had sex, but he's had his first kiss, he's had girlfriends, he's been on dates, and he's 13 and I'm almost 16 and I haven't had any of that, and it's sad to me. My mom had her first boyfriend at 13. My dad, he didn't have like his first real girlfriend till he was 16, but like his first kiss when he was 14. And I'm like, okay, so all of you had your first kisses around the same age, and I'm much older than that age, and now I feel really sad and lonely and left out. Maybe this Q&A is just, you know, feel better about your life by hearing about my miserable life. But, you know, I'm content with it at this point. For a while, I was just so desperate, and I don't know if anyone else can relate to this. I've never heard like anyone else talk about it, but like sometimes I get really confused. I'm like, am I attracted to this person, or is it desperation? Can anyone else relate to that? Like, am I just desperate because I'm celibate, or is it because I actually do like this person? You know, does that make sense? But yeah, if you can relate to that, let me know. Okay, well, yeah, have you ever had a boyfriend? No. I am single. No complicated, no relationship status other than single, because I am Zoe. Nice to meet you. I'm unapproachable, and I think that's part of the reason is because I'm so like lonely and like timid. I'm so timid at school that it's kind of hard to approach me, and I get that. It's just so hard for me to break out of my shell and step outside my comfort zone. It's definitely something I'm working on, because it's like really a good thing that people should be doing, is trying to step outside their comfort zone. And like, you're never gonna like learn anything new or develop relationships with people or experiences if you just stay in your little bubble, you know? How has my mental health affected relationships or feelings? It definitely has. It's affected my relationships with friends and family and just everything, because it's so hard for me with one of my diagnoses. A major part of it is the instability of healthy relationships. Is that I can't maintain relationships well because of my mental health. I have outbursts, I misinterpret things and then overanalyze things, and there's a lot of miscommunication. There's a lot of me taking things too personally and overanalyzing things, and like just doing things that people just don't understand because it's not something I know how to control yet. But it's just because of my mental health that affects everything. That's why I have trouble maintaining friendships. It's why part of my mental health is definitely probably the #1 reason why I haven't been in any sort of romantic relationship or any situation like that, because of my mental health and my anxiety and just that kind of stuff. But yeah, it definitely has affected my relationships and feelings, and my feelings are distorted a lot, and my feelings are always so cynical, and it's hard to because I want to find the good in people, because I know that nobody is perfect, obviously, and I want to try to focus on the good in people, but it's so hard when I'm so cynical because of my mental health. So that definitely has been a factor. And when you have anxiety and you close yourself, specifically social anxiety, you close yourself off and you're really timid and you don't put yourself out there a lot. At least this is my experience. And then any sort of conversations you have, you overanalyze, or I overanalyze everything that's said, and I can't just enjoy it. And I hope I'm making sense. I might just be rambling. You guys are like, what the fuck are you talking about? What is this video? Okay, so now we are joined with my father here.
Hi.
Because he has no idea what's going on.
Nope.
But I just thought I appreciate perspective, and I think different perspectives are very important. So I wanted some input from somebody who probably knows me the best, which is my father. So I'm gonna ask you, Dad.
All right.
Why do you think I have no romantic history at all?
Well, obviously it's not one specific thing, it's a combination of things.
Well, what do you think?
One, you're an introvert in general, so it's not like you to put yourself out there and make yourself available.
Yeah.
I think that because you haven't developed as quickly as some of your peers, that's given you a little bit of a
disadvantage?
Well, no, I think it's given you a little bit of an inferiority complex. That's
like physically?
Yeah, and it's affected your confidence. And you also you don't suffer fools, and you don't want to hang out with some stupid dude. And I would imagine that the kind of guy who you'd probably want to hang out with is probably shy himself. So maybe he's dealing with the same issues you are.
Okay. Teen
years are awkward.
Yeah.
I mean, it comes naturally to some, but not to most. So what you're going through is not unusual.
Yeah.
How's that for perspective?
Do you think I'm late in terms of?
You're a late bloomer. I was too. It happens. You really can't stop it. It does happen.
Okay. Well, do you want me to have experience with that?
I want things to happen naturally for you, and whenever it happens, it happens. There's no set timeline on when these things are supposed to happen.
Are you super strict about that stuff?
I don't have any problem with you keeping company with a boy.
Okay. I'm just curious.
As long as he treats you with respect and respects boundaries and does his own thing. You know, if you were with a guy who was obsessed with you and only wanted to spend,
codependent.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that. I want you to be with somebody who has their own thing going on, and That's one of the things,
constantly relying
and that's one of the things you admire about them. And that can be anything.
Do you think I would benefit from having a boyfriend? Or would
I think you'd benefit from having a friend, whether that's a boy, a girl, whether it's romantic or platonic.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think you could use some real sustained relationships with people that you can trust.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And it's much easier to do that at first in a platonic relationship where you don't have the dynamic of sex and hormones involved.
Yeah. Okay. I agree with all of this.
And that's the parental perspective.
Okay.
Is that all you need?
Yeah, I think so.
Peace out.
Cool. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. I appreciate your input.
Anytime.
There you go. So, we pretty much have similar feelings. So, I think we're on the same page, and that is a good thing. So, yeah. I thought that that would be a nice thing to add in there. So yeah, like he said, that's the parental perspective from him. And yeah, so I think that the different perspectives are always good to hear and make sure that it lines up. So yeah. But yeah, so I think that's gonna be it for my relationship Q&A, or lack thereof relationships. But yeah, like I said, I do feel I've literally cried before because I feel so left out and I feel like nobody likes me and hopeless and pessimistic and yeah, I definitely and some people are like, oh my god, you are such an immature little desperate bitch. But yeah, it can be hard, but at the same time I'm a lot more content with it now than I used to be because I've grown and matured and developed. So I'm okay. Like I said, I'm content with it. I'm not super happy about it, but it's okay. I know that I'm definitely not gonna have sex until I am in a serious relationship, and I know that it is a serious relationship and there's loyalty. Oh, something else I want to mention is kind of some things I look for in a potential partner. Obviously I don't really know what it's like to be in a relationship, so I can't base it off of that, but I definitely need somebody that is intelligent. I'm not gonna date a dumbass. Somebody who is supportive and understanding. And something else that my dad always tells me is to never settle. So don't just say, okay, this guy's hot, let me just choose him even though he's a freaking douchebag. I'm just gonna choose him because I want a boyfriend. No, don't settle. And if you're dating somebody who is abusive or is toxic or who is just a terrible person that's not good for you, don't stay with them just because you feel like you have to. Don't ever settle. Make sure that you are in a healthy, committed relationship and don't settle, you know? Yeah, I definitely need somebody who's smart and supportive and understanding and will try to help me. At the same time, finding that balance between helping me step outside my comfort zone and making sure I'm still comfortable. And I don't know, you know, somebody with a sense of humor, probably. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure yet because I don't really know what I'm talking about because I don't have any experience. But it's okay. It's okay. Please, if you're 14 and you're like, I haven't had my first kiss yet, it's so late. I'm almost 16. I'm not having mine. But it's from people who I'm friends with who have had it. They're like, it's okay. It's really okay. Wait till you find the right person. It should be special. I know a lot of people's first kisses are awkward from stories I've heard, but I would like mine to be special. And yes, I do need to lower my standards, but at the same time, I'm not gonna just settle for some asshole and just do it out of desperation or to fit in. Yeah, so remember that it's okay, and you want to try to do it with somebody that actually you do have feelings for and connection with. So yeah, and if somebody is pressuring you and you don't want to, don't just comply for them. If you're not comfortable with it, that is okay. Don't do it. And obviously if somebody assaults or harasses you, that is never okay, and that definitely needs to be reported. So that is something completely different, but that I'm not an expert on, and I don't want to talk about that, but I just want to tell you that it's okay. Don't do things out of haste or desperation. Try to think things through. Try to make sure that you love yourself before you love other people, or it's a lot hard. It's really hard to love somebody when you don't love yourself. And I know some people, just doing it with a bunch of people is a self-destructive behavior, but you can watch my previous video on healthy coping skills and choose healthy coping skills rather than unhealthy ones. And yeah, so it's okay. You can join the club with me. I'm here. I'm a virgin in all aspects, but that is okay. It still really sucks because, I do feel left out, but it's okay. So yeah, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell, and share this video and my channel to those you think might be interested, and leave me comments down below. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Love you. Bye. Love you. Bye. Boys, feel free to hit me up. I'm available.